Now let's get started on the notes on the third string. And the third string, remember, is the third highest string. So it's going to be this string right here. You have our high E string, which we already learned. We have our B string, which is the second string. We've already learned that. Now we're going to learn the third string, which is the G string. And if you look right here on the diagram, we have the G string and it's on this third string. So this third string open is going to be called a G. And the notation or the location of the note for a G is on the second line from the bottom, and that's this G right here. And there's only one other name of note or one other note we're going to do with this one, and that is the A. And notice it's still on that third string. So you get the third string from the top, and it's going to be finger 2 this time on the second fret. So it's going to be right here, and you're going to be playing it. So you have a G, and you have an A. Now we haven't used second finger yet, so we're going to make sure that we get the feeling for that going. We already did 1 and 3 on the first two strings, but this is the first time with middle finger on the second fret. Don't play it with first finger or third finger. You will eventually, because with chords, you're like, here's your E chord, right? You're playing different fingers on different frets. But for our notation-wise, playing single notes, we're going to use second finger on the second fret. All right, and the A is located right here on the second space from the bottom. Let's go on and see what else is going on in our book. Here's some pictures that shows you where it's at. I know it's a photocopy, so it's not the clearest, but here's your G, open G, and then the A is on the second fret of the third string. Now, we're going to practice 19 and 20 in this video. And notice again that we have a G, and we have an A. That's the only two notes we have. So G, A. And you can feel free to grab a pen or a pencil. And, if you printed out this book, you can write in the names of the notes. Or if you open this book up in Kami, you can go ahead and put the names of the notes on it. And it'll save for you as you work along too. So we have G, G, A, G, G, A, G. All right, so now that's the names of the notes, but as you know, we like to go over and do the tab with it too. So here it is with number 19 with the music that we had before, as well as our tab. And notice here are the notes that we just showed the notes to, the G's and the A's. But now let's take a look at our tab. Now the tab is on the third line from the top there. All right, the third line from the top, remember, is the third highest string. So even though it's the third from the top on the tab, it's going to be the third string from the floor. I know it's upside down, right? But we've been through that all before. And notice here we have some zeros and some twos. 0, 0, 2, 2, etc., etc. All right, so let's play that one together. Ready? Have a steady beat. Find your hand position. 1, 2, ready, play. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Half notes. 2, 4, 2. Quarter notes now. There we go. Did you hear that little note coming out of there? I kind of missed the D string and I kind of flipped it through. So that happens, Let's try it again. Ready? 1, 2, ready, G. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3. Quarter notes. 2, 3, 4. Off. And then you can stop the string. All right, so there you go. That's number 19. And let's take a look at number 20 as well. Number 20 has a G and an A again. It's just G and A, and just follow the tab lines with the numbers. And you're just going back and forth between open G and the A, which is second finger on the second fret. Ready? Starts with quarter notes. 1, 2, ready, play. 2, 3, 4. And again, go. And if you notice, I'm really making sure that I count carefully with my quarter notes, one note per beat, half notes, one note for two counts each, back to quarter notes, and then of course this whole note is 4 beats on that one note. So let it ring out until it's time to stop it. Cool? All right, work on these, practice it with this video again a couple of times so you get used to that placement of that A on that third string. And one more thing too is when you're practicing, please make sure, I know it sounds kind of funny, but make sure that your right hand, either if you're using a pick or if you're using piccato, make sure you're playing that third string. I've had many students, by the time you get to the third string and more, their fingers are still playing, let's say for example, the first string, and then they put their second finger down on that A, and they go, Mr. V, it's not working. Well, what they're doing is they're playing the high E string. They're not playing the G string. I know it sounds silly, but I've seen it happen. So make sure that your right hand reflects the string that your left hand is playing down here. All right? Cool. I'll see you in the next video.